What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the ZayMoolaSportsPodcast. I'm your host, Isaiah. Tennessee Titans second-year quarterback Will Levis looks like he has improved to turn the corner because in his first 2 games back from his shoulder injury, he has performed well as he's completed 65% of his passes while throwing for 470 yards, 3 touchdowns, and he's been very effective as a runner. And I think Titans fans should be incredibly excited about what's to come because although this season has been a total disaster for us as we have a 2-8 record, the fact that our young quarterback looks like he's finally found his rhythm within our offense is a great thing to see. I mean, Will's played some really good football the last 2 weeks. He's been incredibly accurate. Last week against the Chargers, he completed 78% of his passes. He's made good decisions. The ball has had really good zip coming out of his hands. He's throwing with really good anticipation. And y'all, the thing that I really love seeing from Will these last 2 weeks is that he has stood strong in the pocket. Even when the pressure was in his face, he stood strong in the pocket and delivered the ball down the field to his playmakers. Because we know early on in the season, anytime that pressure got in Will's face, what did he do, y'all? He made those really bad decisions, right? Like week 1 against the Chicago Bears. Pressure was in his face. He had that really horrible interception to Tyreek Stevenson that ultimately ended up losing us that game. But so far, y'all, these first 2 weeks since he's been back, he has not had any of those really bad mistakes. So hopefully this is a sign of things to come, y'all. And then him and Calvin really finally, thank God, they have formed a really good chemistry / connection with one another because we know all season long, for whatever reason, Calvin Ridley and Will Levis, they were out of sync, y'all. Now it looks like they're in sync with one another, and you're really seeing Calvin Ridley come alive as a result of it because last week against the Chargers, Calvin Ridley had 84 yards, 2 touchdowns. On Sunday against the Vikings, he only had 58 yards, but he really should have had 109 yards because there was a 51-yard touchdown that he had that got wiped off the board due to an illegal formation by Isaiah Prince. But nevertheless, though, y'all, I'm really glad to see him and Will Levis finally have a really good connection with each other because we needed. Calvin really brought this dude in to be a dynamic playmaker for us, so we need him and Will Levis to be on one accord, and it looks like they are, y'all. So I think that Will Levis, the way he's playing right now, he looks like a guy that could be our future quarterback. Now, again, he did not play well early on in the season, and some of that was due to poor offensive line play. Some of it was due to him just not playing well. But, y'all, these last 2 weeks, though, he looks like a guy that really took the information that Brian Callahan and the rest of the offensive coaches gave him, and he's applying it on the field. We know Brian Callahan said that when Will Levis was out for those, few games, that he was really, in the classroom, just studying the film, studying ways to get better, like why he made that decision, why he didn't throw the football here when he should have, and it looks like it is paying off for him. Again, y'all, he's only thrown 1 interception in the last 2 weeks, and the interception that he threw on Sunday, that was basically like a Hail Mary at the end of the game, right? I mean, we were down by 2 scores. He was just trying to chuck the ball deep. Harrison Smith intercepted the, hey, I'm fine with that. I just don't want to see him, have these boneheaded mistakes, y'all, these back-breaking mistakes. So as long as he can refrain from doing that, we should be okay. Again, this season is over for us, but at this point, we're just trying to evaluate our young players, and really the young player in particular, y'all, that we want to see continue to get better is our quarterback, Will Levis, because he is still only 25 years old, y'all. So he still has a lot of room to grow, and we hope that he's going to continue to get better for us because if Will Levis keeps playing like this, he most definitely could be our future quarterback, and he can be the guy we can build a championship team around, y'all, because we are trying to become a championship team, right? We don't want to keep being one of the worst teams in the league. Eventually, maybe a year, 2, 3 years from now, we want to be competing with the Chiefs and the Ravens and the Buffalo Bills and prove ourselves to be one of the top teams in the NFL in general, man. So, Will Levis, keep doing your thing, my brother, please, because this team desperately needs you to be the franchise quarterback for them. So, there y'all have it. That was another episode of ZayMoolah Sports Podcast. Remember, y'all, last good message of what? Make sure you get your daily dose. Y'all know I'm an man. I love y'all. God bless. Peace.